Therefore, the first question I wanted to ask you, that is also related to school program, about the Cold War, about when and why it began. The question to you, as a specialist in this topic, how, when and why did the Cold War begin?
The question is difficult, given that even after the declaration of Ukraine's independence, the restoration of the Ukrainian state since 1991, if we take into account Ukrainian history textbooks, sadly our authors have stubbornly written and repeated that the Cold War began with the speech of Winston Churchill in Bolton in March 1946, or with the declaration of Truman's Doctrine, the American president who in 1947 spoke before the Congress of the United States of America. There he suggested to provide assistance to Greece and Turkey so that the left-wing forces would not come to power in these countries. It is a pity that for a long time we had such a picture that the Cold War began with the hands of the British, Americans, and so on. In fact, it was not really like that. If we go to this issue in detail, if we analyze what happened at the final stage of World War II, we will see that the speech of Winston Churchill on March 5, 1946, was rather a reaction to the fact that the Cold War was already ongoing, let alone the Truman Doctrine. The Cold War as a phenomenon, this important period of human history, it makes more sense to say it began in 1945. The Second World War had a very quick transition to the Cold War. Why did this happen? It happened primarily because, first of all, in the years of the Second World War, there were already misunderstandings among the allies of the anti-Hitler coalition. They were different about Iran, about Poland's future, and about Germany's future, and many other such inconsistencies, as we would call it, which were difficult to resolve. And as of year 1945, these allies of the anti-Hitler coalition were not united in